Hello. Today we introduce an APM solution that enables privileged user access, PUA, combined with ephemeral authentication. This solution allows a client to protect their most sensitive network endpoints and provides a centralized SSH access point for critical system administrators that are using the Common Access Card or Smart Card-based authentication. Additionally, we will also demonstrate a ridiculously easy way to deploy this complex configuration using a parameterized solution that is customizable to a specific environment. For the demonstration today, we'll use the following topology: a customer network environment with a device to manage, an administrator with smart card access, LDAP authorization, and a big IP 17.1 with APM enabled. The admin user requests the APM webtop using their smart card. Big IP validates the smart card cert, authenticates the UPN against the LDAP server. On successful authentication, the ephemeral password is configured in the LDAP for that user. The user can now initiate a web SSH connection via the webtop link to the network device. The device checks against the LDAP WIP to validate the ephemeral password, and a web SSH session is established. For this demo, we will leverage a UDF deployment that emulates the customer environment described in the previous slide. The components in this UDF will include a LDAP server, a big IP that acts as the network device under management, a big IP 17.1 with the APM enabled, and finally, the Windows client PC. The 17.1 big IP has the default configuration other than basic network connectivity. The PUA application is a containerized application which has both an API as well as a GUI interface. It leverages the concept of a playbook to deploy solution configuration that can be customized for specific environment parameters. So we're going to click on the add deployment. We can name the deployment and specify the target big IP on which to deploy, as well as select from the list of available playbooks. Today, we're going to demonstrate the PUA smart card based playbook. And here you see the user is allowed to specify those characteristics specific to their environment. For convenience, I have a pre-filled form, and I'm going to use that to deploy it on our current UDF environment. We can track the progress via the console logs. As you can see, the data groups have been deployed. One of the iRules workspaces has been deployed. We see the policy, the APM policy has now been deployed. And finally, we are going to see that it is creating the appropriate proxy WIPs. And we see that in about 27 seconds, the complete deployment has been completed. Going back to our client, we see that the new deployment entry there. Let's open up a incognito window so we can be sure to apply a correct user certificate. Navigating to the web top, I select the appropriate user certificate that should be sent by the smart card system. And we now have validated the certificate, and this should get us to the SSH session for that user that employs the new ephemeral password. Let's close this session and open up a new incognito and attempt to use an invalid certificate. We navigate back to the web top. We use an invalid certificate. The session has been rejected. Thank you very much.